Hi, Shalom Kuden here. In this clip I'm going to walk you through how to set up Microsoft Access when you first start to use the PACTwise system. I'm going to start by showing you the problem. I'm going to log on to the database, and when I first go to open it, you get this security warning that comes up, and it'll come up every time until you change the settings. And it makes you go open, and then you get onto the login page. So I'm going to show you how to get rid of that initial pop-up. To get rid of pop-ups like these, you have to change some settings in Microsoft Access. And in order to make these changes, you first have to open a database. There's a file simply called PW, and it will be located on a common drive that your team uses. On this computer, the PW file is located on the E drive, but your team may have it located on the P drive or the X drive. It really depends on how your network has been configured. If you're not sure where to locate it, you can open My Computer and search for the file called pw.mdb. So now that I've found the file, I'm going to open PW. I'm going to open it by double-clicking it. I get the pop-up, I click on Open, and there that takes me to this page that tells me that this is not an active database, solely for configuring Microsoft Access for first use. Using your mouse, go to the Tools option on the menu at the top of the screen. When you click it, it brings down some choices, and if you go down to this little double arrow, it brings you to the full menu, and you want to click on Options. We now have the Options window in front of us, and as you can see, it has a whole bunch of tabs. We're interested only in the Edit Find tab, so if you click Edit/Find, and what we want to do is we want to go over here to the right where it says Confirm, and where there are tick boxes, we want to tick those two off. So those three boxes should be empty. We then click Apply, and then OK. So now we're back to the main page, and there's one more change in the settings that we have to do. And to do that, we're going to go back to the Tools menu. We're going to choose Macro, and if you hold your mouse over it, you'll see a submenu, and we're going to click on Security. When Microsoft starts, it comes with it set to medium. We're going to click it to low. It says not recommended, but this is safe to do. You're using software that is safe to do this. And you're going to click low, and then you're going to click OK. It's going to give you a warning box saying, are you sure you want to make this change? And you are going to say yes. And then it's going to remind you that you have to restart the application before the new settings will take effect. So we're going to close out of this. So there you've made the changes that you had to make. We're going to log on to the database, and as you can see now, there is no pop-up window that comes up. The only time that you have to make these changes in the initial settings is when you first are using a computer. If you're using a remote access and you use a new terminal, you may have to configure it the first time you use a given terminal. Or if your system crashes, which hopefully never happens, but if your system crashes and they end up reinstalling Access on your system, then you may have to set these again. It really is quite easy, and it only takes a matter of seconds. Hope that's helpful. Shalom Kuden logging off.